Hey everybody, welcome on into the Delmarva Sports Insider, Delmarva's only live and local sports show. I'm Sports Director Brandon Bossert.
And I'm Cole Howard. Welcome on into the show. We have got a lot to get into tonight.
Yeah, you see Cole is with me here tonight on the desk. That's unfortunately because Devin's not feeling too well tonight. He's feeling under the weather. We're hoping he will be back on the anchor desk coming up tomorrow. But Cole, this weather has been frightful so far this week.
You don't have to tell me. I know about that. Sure has. And we know the viewers
at
home.
Out there in that the
I
other day.
was. They want to know what's going on this weekend. So let's begin with the show with Chief Meteorologist Rich Wurdzik. What's going on this weekend, Richie?
Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, you were out there, weren't you, with Eric Alf out there at Ocean City? That was nasty. That was you're putting in your time right there, and we're seeing a repeat of this all over again after getting a chance to dry out just for like a day or so. We're back to this really heavy rain, and the winds are starting to pick up once again. It's deja vu from last night. You see all the heavy rain moving through areas like Salisbury up to the Delaware border, Sussex County, Dover, back over to the upper shore. A little bit of a break off to the south. Don't let that fool you, though, down in southern Delmarva. We've got more rain on the way. A cold front just off to the west, and before that front gets here, winds will continue to go up. And you see just after midnight, could be in that damaging wind range in a few spots. Keeping a close eye on it. What it means for the weekend, and Brandon and Cole might talk about a little snow in the next couple of days. We'll see. I'll get to that with the 7-day coming up.
Some snow.
Yeah,
okay, we will see.
Right.
We haven't seen any snow so far this winter.
Nope,
Been very quiet. All right, well, you know what? Let's start off tonight with some basketball. A crazy finish out there in Worcester County. Packed gym over there in Pocomoke. I think Pocomoke is really putting the Bayside Conference on notice after tonight's game.
Yeah, I didn't know that they were one of the top teams. I really didn't know they're 6-2. Heck of a team.
They have been under the radar so far.
We thought this was going to be a good matchup, but we had no idea that it would come down to the final possession.
Fantastic game. Let's check it out.
Pocomoke and Snow Hill, a 1A showdown. Snow Hill with state championship aspirations this season, whereas Pocomoke lost their top scorer to Snow Hill this summer.
Crazy.
Final minute of the game, Pocomoke ahead by 2. Xavion Dix is going to make his move with the Windex, and we are tied up.
All right, timeout is called. Can Pocomoke pull off this upset? 11 seconds. Snow Hill inbounds. The ball goes into Sean Alvarado in the paint. Fighting, puts it up and in. Down she goes. Snow Hill with the lead. 5 seconds remaining in this contest. One last chance for the Warriors. What a game-packed gym. Oof. Last chance. Jaden Mason trying to pull off his best Kobe White impression, but that one's off the mark.
Dice.
Snow Hill survives a scare, but more importantly, Pocomoke showing they are a team to be dealt with.
Exactly. I mean, they may have lost their top scorer, but only going down by 2 to Snow Hill.
Very hard fought game, very hard fought. All right, now to a big Henlope and North game from last night. Dover and Sussex Tech, the Senators dominating in Georgetown. Here's the dynamic duo. Denham Perkins, number 11, up ahead to Darrell Little. Dover already ahead 17 in the middle of the third quarter. Here's a heads-up play. Chase Little, watch number 22 at the line, sees it short, gets his own miss. No one boxes him out. And he's able to get that put back to go. Now watch the court vision from Perkins here to Noah Allen. Allen cutting in, the hook shot falls. And again, it is Perkins over to Allen. The swing pass down low to Little on the baseline. Little was huge once again. Dover defeating Sussex Tech. The Senators are 7-1, remaining unbeaten against Delaware schools. This sets up Dover, Smyrna coming up on Tuesday.
We all know that's going to be a game.
Smyrna has been a fantastic turnaround story. It's going to be great to watch on Tuesday.
Incredible game. I'm looking forward to it. But now we're going to move over to Seaford and Woodbridge at the Jays Nest last night. Kashmir Wise with the board. He's going to pass it ahead to Vincent Evans. He's going to finish it with a little kiss off the glass right there. Nice move from him. Jays had their way last night. This time it's going to be Wise to Jordan Smith for the fast break bucket. This game was all Seaford from the opening tip. But, Brandon, there was some drama.
There was some drama, a little chirping.
You see some chirping right here between Kashmir Wise and Cameron Johnson. They get teed up right there, but the ref, he's going to end up ejecting both of them. In Seaford, they're going to want answers, and they don't understand why their star got the boot. And to be honest with you, I was there. The ref didn't even know why he ejected him. It was a little confusing. They looked for answers, and he didn't even seem to have it.
Well, something must have been said.
But it would fuel that fire in the second half as Seaford absolutely crushed the Blue Raiders. Smith misses the layup, but Evans with the putback dunk. That place was deafening. during that right there. They stay undefeated with the healthy win at home.
8-0 Seaford. I mean, Seaford lost a ton of talent. The Matthews brothers gone. Didn't see them being undefeated at this point in the year. Hats off to Coach Evans for that type of coaching job out there in Seaford.
Top team in the South, no doubt.
As of right now, yes, they are. Boys basketball finals from around Delaware so far this week. Smyrna over Cesar Rodney, 55-49. Smyrna, a lot of good underclassmen on this team. Maurice Kilgo, Chase Sullivan, Aaron Johnson, and Logan Shaw combining for 43 of those 55 points for the Eagles. All 4 of those players are sophomores. This team is going to be good for a while. Sussex Central over Polytech, 62-47, so Central back up to 500. Lake Forest over Early College, 63-56. Darius Miller with 26 points. Lake is 8-0. And get this, on Tuesday, 8-0 Lake Forest, 8-0 Seaford. That is going to be a battle.
Something's got to give.
Something has got to give. I don't know who's going to win either. And Laurel over Indian River 70-51, and the Bulldogs 4-5. Laurel has some talent. They're young, and they've been improving. All right, so now to a big game from last night in the Bayside. Bennett and the 5-time Bayside champion Y-High Tribe. Packed house at the Waller Dome. Y-High leading by 3 after the first half. They had Bennett on upset alert, but the Clippers, just too much talent this season. Flipping the script in the third quarter, going from a 3-point deficit to a 10-point lead. A lot of halftime adjustments by Bubby Brown's team out there. Jace Hudson was the star of the show. 30 points for the junior, leading the Clippers to a 19-point win over the Tribe in this one. So, not too surprising, but a little surprising in how Bennett got there. All right, so who has really stood out to you this week? Let us know on 47 ABC Sports social media pages right now.
And we talked a lot about boys basketball, but we're going to go over to the girls' side of the court.
We need to give them a little bit of attention right now because we've seen some great action this week.
And one of the top teams in the Bayside this year has been the Parkside Rams. This Ram squad has been on fire this year. They are sitting in an overall record of 10-1.
And that's not surprising either because Parkside is normally one of the better teams in the Bayside.
Exactly, and that one loss is to Y-High, and the first place team.
That is a great rivalry this year.
And that loss that they had, final score 50-49. 1 point. This team is led by Diamond Dixon, Zion Ogie. They're a dangerous duo right there. And this Rams will have the chance to get their revenge and a shot at first place in the Bayside, square off on the 17th. And we caught up with head coach Warren White tonight after the Rams beat Decatur in a final score of 62-32, and this is what he had to say about his Rams.
We're still the ones behind. No, Y-High is the top team. So what we feel is we go ahead and play our game, we can beat anybody. But that's what has to happen. We have to show up game night. And if we show up game night, you get the kind of results that we got tonight. I don't try to stack them up against anybody Bayside. I want them to perform the way they can perform. See, if you don't perform when you're supposed to, any team can beat you. That's the whole key that you gotta understand. They gotta perform to where I want them to do. And when they start believing we can go and do this, they will beat anybody in this Bayside.
Love talking to Coach White. He's one of my favorite coaches in the entire Bayside, and he's one of the most successful ones, too.
Indeed.
Always has the Rams ready to go. Now let's turn to the Tribe and the Clippers. Tribe haven't lost a game this season. Selah Foreman breaks off the defender on the crossover and the bucket. Foreman had 24 points on the night.
Gosh.
And the Clippers were down big, but showed a lot of heart. Eden Emmett with the fast break, and she gets the 2 to fall right there. It was all Y-High tonight. Everything they were putting up was falling. Miranda Walsh shooting the rainbow shot from distance, banking it in. And the Tribe moving to 9-0 on the year with that win over Bennett. So like Coach Warren White said, Y-High undefeated, have that win over Parkside, but it'll be a lot of fun next week watching those two square off once again.
Indeed it will be. Now over to the Henlopen and Woodbridge, always a contender in the South. Seaford had a chance to size himself up against the Blue Raiders, but Woodbridge is once again a power. The top scorer from this one was Reagan Robinson. Brandon, Woodbridge had 72 points in this game.
Yep.
Robinson dropped 31 of them.
She is fantastic. We have seen her excel ever since she broke on the scene as a freshman for Woodbridge.
It's like when you're playing 2K and you turn all the sliders up and you're starting to jack up half-court threes with Shaq.
She's got a great shot. She has one of the best shots in the Henlopen, boys or girls.
She was breaking ankles, I'll tell you that. They dominate on the road last night as they win 72-48 moved to 5-2 and 4-0 against Henlopen teams.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Woodbridge once again wins that Henlopen championship. Yep. All right, so some other Bayside girls basketball finals. One more to get to. Queen Anne's over Kent Island, 48-45. So this was a huge game in the Bayside North, because this means that Queen Anne's, with that win over Kent Island, they are in sole possession of first place in the North. B. Halthus with 20 points, 11 rebounds.
Double-double.
As the Lions take sole possession of the North. So Queen Anne's now 7-0 against the North. They have turned into the big dogs of the
Indeed,
North the past few seasons. All right, that's going to do it for the A block. We're calling our first timeout. When we return, we are checking in with the UMES Hawks Hoop Squads. Hear from them coming up next on Delmarva Sports Insider.
I'm Nasad Bell, North Carolina quarterback, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.